What is good, group number one? For those of you who are drawn to the first image, this is going to be y'all's reading today. We're going to be getting some messages on your future spouse um, and looking into both their light and their shadow attributes. Um, yeah, light and shadow attributes. Nobody out here is all light, and nobody out here is all dark or all shadow. So we're going to be looking at both. Keep in mind, these are general readings, so take what resonate and leave the rest. And if you would like to get a personal private reading with me, you can check out the description box below for the link. All right, Spirit guys, this is for group number one. Um, how do we want to do it? Let's get their light attributes first. So for group number one, what are their future spouse's light attributes? So I just heard it's raining out here where I am. It's been raining a lot here in Texas, but the I just heard the thunder. Usually for me that would represent like change. So I feel like your future spouse is someone who's um very accustomed to change. There's somebody who this might even sound like you as well, for some of you watching this reading, but I feel like your person here is someone who actually enjoys change. They may be somebody who doesn't like to, do the same old thing over and over again. They may not like, um, I don't know, like it's just something about them like changing things all the time. Something specific about like their living space. They may move furniture around often, or they may buy do new things. They may get rid of old things. It's like this person is very in tune with like nature, and very in tune with like the ebb and flow of life, and knowing like, okay, sometimes you need to get rid of some things that's just kind of stagnant, or just you just it just no longer resonates with you, and sometimes you have to open yourself up to newer things. So um this person could be very their chart could be very water ruled. Heavy Scorpio energy from this person. um yeah, heavy Scorpio energy. Heavy Pluto placement, getting like Pluto and Mars could be very significant in their birth chart. Um, I'm also getting Aquarius energy from this person too. But yeah, this person definitely is very open to change. They're very open to, maybe trying new things. This person could be very adventurous. I'm hearing an adventurous palate. So this person could definitely be like a foodie. They may enjoy food, but specifically they may enjoy trying out different foods. You have some people who, you go to a restaurant and they get the same thing over and over again. This person may like to try out different things from the menu. They may, last time y'all went to the restaurant, they got a, why am I hearing a quinoa salad? Okay, come on, white chicks. They may have gotten that, the first time y'all went, but the next time y'all went, this person got a hamburger. So it's that energy of like they like to try out different things, maybe different cuisines. Maybe this is uh, a little copy paper, a white person. But maybe they enjoy Ethiopian food, or maybe they enjoy um shit, I don't know, Mexican food. They may really enjoy trying out different type of, foods or different cuisines. I'm not sure why this is coming out in like the light attributes. Maybe you prefer somebody who's very open-minded. That could be something that you enjoy. I'm getting sapiosexual, so I feel like this person also has a very unique mind. Y'all may have very like stimulating conversations, but it feels deep, but also very light at the same time. I'm not sure how the person does it. um, but y'all can be having like a very deep or serious conversation, but at the same time, it just also feels like y'all are just having a regular conversation. It just feels like this is the norm for y'all is to have these deep conversations, but to also, sneak in a couple of jokes or, have a little banter. Um, Something about y'all being very flirty with one another. Y'all are going to flirt a lot. I'm getting a lot of channels from this group here. So this person could be highly intuitive, very tapped in, very spiritual. Um, yeah, very such an intuitive energy coming from this person. Like very much like woke. Like this person could very much be into like spirituality. They could be, it's not a trend for them. It's definitely a lifestyle for them. Okay, I'm gonna get it some cards. The color blue can be significant. This could be somebody's favorite color. Blue, orange, and green. Birds can be significant also. So you got a hermit. So it says seeks solitude to focus intently on inner self, serves personal creativity. So this person could be somebody who enjoys like their alone time, but not in the sense of they don't want you around or anything, or they're going to be mean or rude to you if you are trying to interrupt their alone time. But this person could more so like thrive maybe creatively. It does say serves personal creativity, so they may thrive creatively, or they just may need time to like process things. um so this person could be very like analytical. They may have like their moon sign in like a air sign or an earth sign. So their moon can be like a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, heavy on the Libra and the Gemini, or it could be in Capricorn or Taurus. Usually those signs, um, because your moon sign is rules your emotions. So you know those signs within a moon sign tend to be very analytical. They may not always feel their feelings or emotions. They may need time to like analyze it, or they just kind of put it off. But I feel like your person here, they just is leaning more towards the air sign of like needing time to truly process things and analyze their emotions and feelings before they actually, speak on it. So this person's really good at like, let's say y'all have a disagreement or something. This person may need some time to, sit with it first. They don't want to like have to like bicker with you, go back and forth, argue, go off or yell and scream. They don't want a yelling match. They need time to sit with it first and analyze it and think about it before, they have that resolution conversation with you. My nose is just running during y'all's reading. um But yeah, with the hermit energy, this person could be somebody who's very wise, like wise beyond their years. Um, yeah, they have a lot of wisdom to them based off of the experiences that they have endured in their life. Um, I'm hearing be gentle with this person. They're definitely not one to like run over. Like people like this are like super heavily protected, like divinely protected. Like this ain't the type of people that you can think that you can walk over or run over and then just get away with it. Like even if this person is unaware of what you're doing, their spirit team sees what's going on, and usually they be having like some spiritual gangsters on their side. Um, so again, just be careful and gentle with this person because you're not exempt from getting karma as well. So Um, yeah. What else about their light attributes? Detective. Great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. So this goes hand in hand with hermit here. So this person is very like logical, analytical. They may love to study with the book here. They may enjoy reading, or more so like I'm seeing somebody like researching things. If they have certain like questions, they will immediately go to like Google or Chat GPT or something like that, and um, just research it or look it up, even if it's just like the most random questions. They're definitely going to find the answer to it. They're somebody who's like on a journey of seeking out truth in life. I feel like they've recognized and realized that there's like not one universal truth, but they're more so seeking out their truth. What life means to them, what spirituality means to them, or what God means to them. Um, I feel like I'm like huffing and puffing, kind of like, preachers, when they're giving sermons. So this person, for some of you, could have been brought up in church or brought up in like a significant like religion. I don't think that they practice or they're religious anymore. Um, but that upbringing is still there. That's part of their wisdom. Like, um, there may be certain like tenets or beliefs or values that they may still hold based off of like their upbringing. They've done a lot of like changing of their values and beliefs, but there are some that are kind of like pillars in their life. And yeah, very interesting energy. Studying can be significant. This person could have like a degree or two or three. Um, what else? Can I get some shadow attributes? Okay. So you have monk, none. The shadow attribute here says negative judgment of the physical world, excess pity. So this could be somebody who may either be a people pleaser or like a formal people pleaser. This could be somebody who's very, very empathetic. Um, and they've just kind of encountered people who abuse that empathy or take advantage of that empathy. This person could be very, very kind, very sweet, but sometimes they may be overly kind or overly giving or um, overly empathetic or sympathetic towards other people or their circumstances. Um, it's it's out of the goodness of their heart. They come off as a very good person. I'm also hearing misunderstood or misjudged. This person could, oftentimes be misunderstood by other people. People just may not get them sometimes, or people just kind of judge them based off of what they see on the outside without taking the time to actually get to know this person for themselves. Um, I'm hearing work life could be hell for them. Maybe they may prosper more in like having their own business or maybe like working from home or doing something to where they're not having to be around like an office space or around a lot of energies like that. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely picking up this individual, just used maybe used to struggle with this. This could be something that they're currently working through is, learning to not overgive to others or not be um yeah, just overly giving. I feel like I repeated that a million times. You got slave here, giving your willpower to the external authority out of fear of making your own choices. So this could be somebody, again, this I didn't even read this before. I was kind of channeling from the monk and nun. But again, this kind of goes hand in hand with what I was saying about, this person could have been, like a formal people pleaser, or they're kind of working through that. Um, and I feel like that kind of goes hand in hand with like their upbringing. Maybe they were taught that you have to always give to other people. You have to always be kind. Maybe they had a parent in their life who was very overly giving, but something happened to maybe they saw that like this parent or this authority figure in their life, maybe something got fucked up in their life, or maybe this person got succumbed to stress or anxiety or mental health issues, that this person kind of observed and saw, because again, this person is very observant. Pattern recognition could be significant, also could be on the spectrum or neurodivergent. But this person saw some things that they realized, like, oh, I don't want to be like that, or I don't want to end up like that. I'm seeing specifically like a mother or a grandmother here, who was overly kind or overly sweet, overly giving. Um, I know certain religions. I grew up in a Christian household. I don't do that shit no more, but I grew up in it. Um, I even seen my mother. She would give the shirt off of her back. I remember growing up, we would have a million people staying at our house, even though we didn't have a big house like that. She would always like pity other people and like, oh, you need a place to stay? I got you. You can stay with us a couple days. Like she would like open her doors up to just about that in anybody. But I noticed for myself, like, she started to become really stressed. She started to gray out a little bit earlier, or, she was lashing out a lot more. She had a lot of, build up stress and anger. And I noticed that that was coming from her giving to everybody else, but nobody really giving back to her like that. So, I grew up, being taught, oh, you have to give or give back and be nice and kind to other people, which I understand that, but I've also understood that, some people just not worthy of it. It has to be an equal exchange. If you're going to give to others, there needs to be some sort of energetic exchange back. So, I changed doing that. I stopped being so giving to other people. I stopped holding so much space for other people when I noticed that they weren't doing the same thing back for me. So that can be this person's energy here. Like they noticed how something, how, certain patterns or behaviors cause certain issues. Even something going back to like food, a lot of us, a lot of our families, especially people of color, we, um, in our families, they're dealing with like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart issues, kidney issues. But what they don't realize, especially the older generation specifically, is that a lot of that comes from the food that you're eating, the things that you're consuming. Um, they grew up eating a lot of pork and meat and things that were like heavily salted and things like that. And it's like when I became an adult, I'm still learning now, even at 28, going on 29. You know, you got to watch what you eat. You can't be overly giving, or not overly giving. You can't be overly consuming things that you know is not good for your body. I've even cut out pork, and I'm careful with how much salt I put in my food when I'm seasoning stuff. I still season heavily, but I'm gonna watch the sodium. It's just little lifestyle shifts like that could make a difference. So this person has experienced things like that also, and they are, or they have, or in the process of making those changes that could benefit their life and help them live longer or live more healthier. um, so it's not necessarily a shadow attribute, or I guess it's considered a shadow attribute, but it's something that they're actively working on. or at least by the time y'all come into union, y'all can start working on this together. You may observe and notice certain patterns or behaviors that you see that aren't the healthiest for this person. So you may introduce, a healthier lifestyle in their life or a healthier mindset. Um, Help them to shift or see things from a different point of view. Okay. Anything else, spirit guides? I don't think so. So, group number one, I believe these are all the messages that I'm seeing for y'all. So, let me know how this reading resonates for you in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you all in my next reading. Peace out. What is good, group number two? For those of you who are drawn to the second image, this is going to be y'all's reading today. We're going to be getting some messages about your future spouse, more specifically, their light and their shadow attributes. Um, Just keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you'd like to book your own personal private reading with me, the link is in the description box. Um, so automatically tap into y'all's energy. Hold on, I forgot to set my little timer here because I can talk for days doing these readings. Um, as soon as I tap into y'all's energy, I heard but I got a praying grandmother. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that meme. So I feel like one light attribute of this person is, whether they're like religious or not, they like to affirm and speak life over things. So one thing you may really love about this person is like their words of encouragement, their um they seem to always know the right thing to say at the right moment. So you can be having a bad day, or whatever the case may be, and this person just has the perfect thing to say to make you feel better. Or you may have had a shitty day at work, or maybe some things are just not going right in your life, and this person, your future spouse here, is just like so kind and so sweet and so loving with their words. It just automatically melts away any stress, anxiety, depression, whatever it may be that was kind of plaguing you. It's kind of like that meme. Also, I'm getting a lot of memes. So something about online. Maybe some of you meet this person online, um, or maybe somebody here has an online presence. Um, but it's what is it? The what is it? It's like the person sitting somewhere and there's like all this like chatter and whispers and stuff happening around this person, but then their special person kind of comes into the picture and hugs them. Then all of a sudden all the chatter just stops. So that's the energy I'm getting from this person, is that they're going to make you feel very safe. Um, they're going to feel very comforting. Lots of physical contact and physical touch as well, like hand holding. Y'all may cuddle a lot or like hold each other a lot. I'm seeing somebody like cooking, and then the other person just comes up and like hugs them from behind. I'm seeing a lot of that, like a lot of physical touch, and I feel like you're gonna like that a lot. It may be for some of you a little bit different than what you're used to. Maybe you're not used to a whole lot of that type of affection in connections and relationships, maybe outside of like sex or something like that. um but like despite the sexual chemistry, you'll also just have that physical, energetic chemistry too. But yeah, this person definitely, if they're like religious, they may pray a lot, or they may really like pray to bless y'all's relationship, to bless y'all's connection. They may pray for you often. um Yeah, it's just something about them speaking life over you, speaking life over the relationship, or just speaking life over anything. This person, when they, see something's going wrong or going left, this person will absolutely start praying or start, manifesting or saying affirmations, whatever it may be. But again, something about this person having a way with words you may really, really enjoy about this this future spouse here. Um, Funny that the first card that just popped out here is storyteller, ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. This person has a very like lively personality, very like childlike, not childish, but childlike, very youthful. Um, they are very in touch with their inner child. I feel like being around this person, you're gonna feel very nostalgic. Y'all may have had a very similar like upbringing, or maybe they were, y'all may really vibe and click over, things like TV shows that y'all used to watch growing up, or I'm hearing somebody being like, oh, they don't make, um, the movies like they used to. I don't know, that could be significant for somebody here. But I feel like your person here, again, is just very youthful, very in touch with their inner child. They're very in touch with um, like the very like nostalgic energy that um, feels like home to you. This person's going to feel like home. You're going to feel very safe with this individual. I'm getting Four of Pentacles energy and Ten of Pentacles. So um, y'all are going to build a life of your own, a family of your own. Um, whether with kids or maybe with pets, whatever you want. Um, this person's going to do their best to provide that for you. I'm also getting LGBTQIA plus. I think I got all the letters. I don't really give a shit, but yeah, somebody um, for somebody in this connection, y'all could be, or both of y'all could be in the community, or maybe allies. If not like active in one of the letters. Um, but I am getting quite a bit of like gay vibes here. I love that for you. Love that for us. But this person, I can't. I don't know why I'm getting this energy, but this person could be really good with kids. Um, they may, for some of you, they may work with kids or work with youth in some type of way. I'm also hearing volunteer. So this person may enjoy volunteering. Maybe they volunteer at a place that serves youth. Um, Take what resonates there. I don't know. Um, why am I hearing juvenile detention center? I don't know if this person has been there, or maybe this person works there, or maybe they again like volunteer at places like that to where like troubled youth or underserved communities and things like that. It's kind of like the people who go and to like the children's hospital and like read to them or sing to them or just spend time with them. I'm also seeing a dog, specifically like a therapy dog. That could be significant for somebody here also. This person could definitely be like an animal lover or again, they just may enjoy working with youth in some sort of capacity. Storyteller, this person could be really good at like, ooh, I'm hearing lies. um, Not lying to you, but sometimes you may have to tell a little bit of white lie here and there. Not again, not to you, but like maybe in like a certain situation, or how when you're doing a job interview and you gotta act a certain way so that way you can get the job. It's that type of energy. Like this person knows when to use that ability. They may have the gift of gab, the gift of influence here. But they know how to use or when to use it and when not to use it. Is where I'm getting at here. This person could also be into music. Y'all may really vibe over music. This person's going to introduce you to different genres and different artists, and vice versa. You're going to introduce them to different genres and artists as well. But this person loves music. I'm hearing somebody like blasting music in the car, blasting music at home. I was about to say to something else, but I got my Alexa here. I didn't want her to hear me, then interrupt my reading. But they may, say, "Hey, so and so, play, you know, my favorite playlist and shit like that. So they may have like certain playlists. They may make playlists for some of you here, but this person could be into music. This person could also be into musicals. Um, this person may really enjoy like going to different events, specifically like live events like concerts, or this person may enjoy like comedy shows. They may enjoy going to see plays. They may really enjoy like the entertainment industry, or um, entertainment as a whole. Um, like movies, TV shows. Y'all may go to the movies often. Um, Seeing a popcorn bucket. But y'all may really enjoy like a lot of the same things is what I'm getting at. Because sometimes couples are like very opposite. But I feel like for you, group number two, like y'all are very similar in a lot of ways, or y'all are gonna have very similar interests and very similar hobbies. What else? Both of y'all may be very spiritual, or both of y'all are into spirituality here, and that could be another thing that y'all really vibe over. I get one more light attribute, spirit. One more light attribute. For some of you, this person could be a social worker, or they may work, like, again, they may work with like underserved or underprivileged communities or marginalized communities. Okay, what is this? Judge. Balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. Yeah, this person could be like an advocate of some sort. With the I was picking up juvenile detention center earlier, so this person could also maybe work in the criminal justice system, or they may do some sort of work, whether it's for their actual career, or maybe something that they do in like their free time, maybe like lobbying or going to protest, or being an advocate of some sort, or just volunteering their time in some sort of way to um, help other people. They may be in a helping profession of some sort here. This person is also heavy Libra energy from this person too. This person could be somebody who has a strong sense of justice. Um, they want to see things fairly. They want to see people get justice. There may I'm even seeing in my mind's eye like those videos of like cops, like police brutality and things like that. Like videos like that may really anger this person, or get this person's like blood boiling. Um, if y'all are like watching a video like that together, you may notice that they're kind of like shifting in their chair, or like um, like doing little things with their hands to just kind of calm themselves down. But it really bothers them to see people not treated well, or not treated the way that they deserve to be treated. And that goes back to y'all's relationship. They're going to make sure that you're very well taken care of. Um, 7 and 14 could be significant. Those numbers can be significant for you. Um, or 21 can be significant. But yeah, this person definitely has a strong sense of justice here, and it just really grinds their gears when things are not being handled fairly or in a just way. I guess some shadow attributes. Group number two's future spouse. Some shadow attributes. Okay. I get one more. Uno mas, please. Uno mas. Somebody could be Hispanic. Okay. So you got vampire with depleting others for your physical survival, chronic complaining, and codependency. And then you got femme fatale, inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. Okay, so this person could, for some of you, be quite like materialistic, but not in like an arrogant or cocky way, or forget other people and not me, because again, they have a strong sense of justice. Um, but maybe they really enjoy money, or I don't see that as necessarily a shadow attribute, but maybe this could be somebody who, overly saves. They could be maybe, very frugal, or maybe they're an overspender, take what resonates. Um, but yeah, that could be something that, they're working on, or y'all will work on together when y'all come into union with one another. Um, this person could also be quite like, I feel like this person is very, very attractive. And sometimes they may use that pretty privilege, is what I'm hearing, to kind of maybe get their way in certain circumstances, or certain, um, yeah, certain situations. Um, I'm not getting like, oh, this person sleeps to the top, or anything like that, but I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good example. I can't think of a good example without making it seem like this person's like a cheater or anything. I don't feel like this person's a cheater at all. Um, I don't know. It's just maybe certain circumstances they may kind of use their looks, their attractiveness, or even with this vampire energy, they may use like pity from others to kind of manipulate the situation or get their way in some type of way. Um, yeah, I don't know. That's a little bit unattractive, but again, everybody has both their light and their shadow attributes. What else with the shadow? The person could be quite like sneaky, or like very private in some sort of way, more so from others. I feel like, this person, I don't necessarily see that as a shadow attribute. Maybe others perceive it as shadow because they just want to be in this person's business. But I feel like this person, they don't open up to everybody. They are very slow to, open up, share their um their story, or share, um, you know, maybe their interest, or just kind of who they are as an individual to everybody. They may, show one side of themselves to certain people, and then around the people that they love, they may open up fully. So this person could be somebody who just has a lot of layers to them, like an onion or a parfait. And only select people are able to see, all the layers of of your future spouse here. Oh, okay. Femme fatale. Going back to that. Thank you, Spirit. So this person, I feel like again is very attractive. So one thing that you may take as almost like a shadow attribute is like how much attention they get. There we go. Because I was like, I don't know about them manipulating people with their looks, Spirit. That don't sound right. So this person may get a lot of attention from other people. And that may be something that you may have to get used to in your relationship, is just how attractive this person is physically and energetically. This person has amazing energy to them, and they just naturally draw and attract people to them. Um, So they may have to like fight people off, or you may gotta fight somebody off. I don't think you really have to, you know, do that, because I feel like your person here again, there's the strong sense of justice. They wouldn't want to see you upset or feeling some type of way in any type of way. So they'll definitely, speak up. Hey, I'm in a relationship. I'm also hearing like they're not even going to apologize for being in a relationship. You know how some people, when they're getting hit on by somebody else, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in a relationship." Like when I hear that, I'm like, "What are you sorry for?" You're in a relationship. There's no need to be sorry. So I'm hearing like they're not going to apologize for being, in a connection with you. They're just going to be like, "Hey, I'm in a relationship and connection. I'm not interested. Thank you." You know, it's that type of energy. So they definitely, with this vampire and femme fatale energy, they draw and attract a lot of energy to them based off of their light. But I'm also getting again like their looks, like they may just look really good, be very, very attractive and very energetically attractive here. But nothing that y'all can't handle. But definitely something that, you just may need to be aware of before coming into union with this person. Maybe this person's in the spotlight in some type of way. Maybe they're well known in their community. Maybe they have some sort of celebrity status for some of you here. There's celebrities that go after or marry or date the average Joe every day. It happens. Um, but yeah, just I guess just be careful with that. So group number, what is this? Group two? I believe these are all the messages that I'm seeing for y'all. So let me know how this reading resonates for you in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I'll see you all in my next reading. Peace out. What is good? Group number three, last but definitely not least. Um, this is going to be y'all's reading today. We're going to be getting some future spouse messages. I haven't done one of these in a while. Um, but specifically looking into their light and their shadow attributes. It's going to be an oracle card reading today. So again, take where it resonates, leave the rest. Um, and if you'd like to book a personal private reading with me, you can check out the description box below and you'll find the link here. All right. So spirit guides, this is for group number three. Um, what are group three's future spouses' light attributes? Let's start off with the light. Their light attributes. I'm hearing, "Oh, so cute, so cute." Oh, okay. So heavy masculine energy coming here. Interesting, you got a child here and then you got a kid here too. This person could be a father, they could be a parent already. Somebody here could be a single parent. Or, when y'all do, or if y'all do decide to have kids with one another, I feel like this person would absolutely be a great parent. I'm not even gonna just say father because we got um, all genders represented here. Um, but this person's gonna would be a very, very good parent. They may be very good with kids. Um, Now another thing I'm picking up is that this person could be very protective over you. I'm not sure if that's necessarily a light attribute. I don't think that's necessarily a shadow attribute either. Sometimes people take protection a little bit overboard at times, but I don't think that's with this person here. I think they're just very protective over the relationship. They're very protective over your your connection. This could be somebody who um, they may, what is the word I'm looking for? They may be like very, very supportive over you as well, very supportive of your dreams, your visions in life, your goals in life, whatever it is that you're wanting to do. They're going to definitely support you 100% along the way. Someone here wants to like open up a business or start a business. I feel like this person's definitely going to help you with that also. What the fuck was that? Um, what else? What else? What else? Sorry, that little noise threw me off a little bit. All right. Um, so you got child divine. So it says innocence, purity, and redemption suggests a special connection with the divine. So with this paired with father, this person could be, I'm hearing a hotline. So they may have like a very special connection with source, with God, Allah, creator, whatever you want to call it, different names for the same thing, at least to me. um, they may have a very, very strong relationship and connection with their higher power here, or with a higher power. Um, this person's like I'm hearing a master manifester. So it's almost like this person may pray or ask for something, and it, if not immediately or instantly, then within with the very near future, it would absolutely manifest for this person. Um, I don't know, maybe this person for some of you is into like spell work. They may be just very good at it. Um, you may be into spell work also. You may be very, very good at it also. Um, but yeah, it's just like this person is um yeah, it seems like they're just very, very connected with, very connected with source here. Um, what else? What else? They could have a significant Saturn placement in their birth chart. This person's very like wise. Um, it's almost as if like they have like, I'm hearing like know it all. That could be a little bit annoying to other people, but I feel like with this person here, like y'all, you'll really appreciate that about this person. It's almost as if they have the answer to everything. It's like it's almost like they know everything. So I feel like when you have any like questions, or when you're just wanting to kind of talk about things or get a different perspective or point of view on things, this person just, I believe I gave a similar message of group number two, I think. It's almost as if this person just has the almost always the right things to say. Something about their words of encouragement. Um, I believe I said it in group number two as well, but this person may have the ability to like speak life over you, speak life over situations, speak life over, something that's stagnant or dead. This person, they hold a lot of power in their words. They may have a very, very active throat chakra. Um, Another thing with this person too is their creativity. They come off as very, very creative, very in tuned with their sacral chakra and their solar plexus, like their lower chakras. I'm seeing the orange and the yellow here. Their lower chakras are very, very active, um, and they operate out of it quite often. They may have like a hobby, like a creative hobby, Um, why am I hearing skating? Somebody here may like to skate or go roller skating or skateboarding. That could be significant for somebody here. I'm also seeing surfboard as well. Um, somebody here could live near water or live near, maybe like a big body of water or live near a beach or something, or maybe in a city that's close to like a beach to where y'all can just like walk there or drive there. What else? I'm hearing that they're really going to take care of you. Um, you're not going to want or need for anything. Something about this person's culture and upbringing, like they're taught to take care of their spouse um, in any way possible. So I feel like they're really, really going to take care of you financially, emotionally, mentally, definitely physically. Um, yeah, they're I feel like y'all's like intimate life is going to be like off the chain. I feel like with all this youthful energy here, they may have the libido of a teenager. Y'all may go like round after round, and this person could also be into like PDA, like public display of affection. Some of y'all may have a little foreplay in public, or um, you know, maybe just a little bit like touchy feely with one another a lot, very flirtatious with one another. This person could be older than you. I definitely feel like this person is older than you, even if it's just like a couple of months or like a couple of years. They could be older, but with this father energy, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a significant age gap, like 10 up to 10 to 20 year age gap here. That's not for everybody. Take what resonates. Um, despite the age gap, again, I feel like y'all are gonna be very attracted to one another. There's um something about this person's energy, like a very like an instant soul recognition here that's gonna pull y'all into one another. So definitely, again, there's an age gap here, whether they're older than you or you're older than them. I definitely feel like there's a significant age gap. I'm drawn to the stars here. I feel like they're going to be a wish fulfillment in your life. I feel like you have been actively manifesting this person, or you have manifested this person. If you're already with them right now, for some of you. So for others of you, if you are single and you're not dating anybody, you're actively manifesting the exact person that you have been praying for and asking for. Now, sure, there may be some things that could be a little bit different than what you're asked for, but it works. We're hearing it works. I feel like they're going to be very careful with like dating, like date nights. Not careful, but very, what's the word I'm looking for? Intentional when it comes to like dating and courting you. Like y'all will have really good date nights. I'm seeing a lot of like y'all having a lot of dates at nighttime. Um, yeah, y'all may plan a lot of like dates at night. Um, hearing babysitter. So somebody could already have a kid, or y'all may, you know, get a pop a bun in the oven like very soon after y'all get together. So just be careful. Again, y'all's intimate life is is going to be very, very active. So be careful if that's something that you don't want. Again, these are general readings, so you take what resonates. Um, but yeah, just be a little bit careful with when it comes to hooking up with this person. What are the shadow attributes? Shadow attributes for group three's future spouse. Okay, you got warrior, shadow attributes, trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to the suffering inflicting on others, alchemist with misuse of the power and knowledge that come through spiritual practice. So this person, they come off as very intuitive, very like they may even be for some of you like psychic, or have that that type of psychic connection here. Again, they super duper connected with source here. But maybe sometimes they may, I don't know, not necessarily misuse it, but they may kind of hold it against others in some type of way. Um, oh, okay. So there could be a little bit of like arrogance or cockiness to to your future spouse. Um, it's almost like they're the shit and they know they're the shit, and in some ways they may act like their shit don't stink. They may sometimes need to be humbled or kind of brought back down to earth. I feel like you are someone who's very humble, um, very down to earth, and I feel like you're going to help kind of bring that down a lot. You literally like alchemists, like they may have more of like a fiery energy, while you may have more of a watery type of energy. And I feel like y'all are going to balance each other out very well. But again, this person could have a little bit of a ego, or this person could be very like prideful. Sometimes they may not always admit when they're wrong or in the wrong. Um, I'm seeing somebody to like, let's say, y'all are out somewhere, your person gets into it with somebody else. You may know that your person's in the wrong, but this could be like, it can be situations where it's like, okay, I'll support you while we in front of others, but when we get home or get in the car, I'm gonna have to tell you about yourself. So I'm not getting you have to do that a lot, but it may be a moment or two, maybe more so closer to the beginning of y'all's relationship and connection. You may kind of take it as like a red flag. um but in reality, it feels more of like healing. This person may just have a little bit of healing to do or healing to go through, because nobody's perfect. Like that's just a raw honest truth. Nobody's perfect. Sometimes we do a lot of healing on our own, but we come into union with other people to experience a different level of healing, or deeper healing in some type of way. So that may be something to where y'all are just kind of working on together. Is like this person's like ego. That may sound a bit of a turnoff, but again, it seems like something that y'all would just have to kind of work on with one another. Anything else, spirit guides? I'm hearing abundance and luck. So y'all may bring in a lot of abundance together, a lot of money together. Y'all may make a lot of money together, or there may be somebody in this connection where they make a ton of money, so maybe the other person doesn't even like have to work. Um, and I feel like y'all are going to be each other's good luck charm. So they may take you a lot of places with them as kind of like their good luck. They may notice that, like, when you're around or when you come around, like things just flow well. You have a natural abundant energy to you, group number three. Now, while others may exploit that, this person is going to appreciate that about you. They're not going to abuse it. They're going to just appreciate you being around. Um, Anything else? I don't think so. Group number three, I believe these are all the messages that I'm seeing for y'all. So let me know how this reading resonates for you in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I'll see you all in my next reading. Peace out.